Well, Coach, we hadn't had a chance to see him yet, but based on observations, it appears that your offensive line group is much bigger than the one you had in the spring. I mean, how important was that in the spring portal to go out and upgrade your guys?
I definitely wanted to bring some size in. I got an affection for big guys. As you can see, I'm a big dude, so I like big linemen. We were able to upgrade a little bit on the size part of it, and happy that we did and get a chance to see those guys here coming in the fall. We're excited about to see how they can help us coming up here in the fall.
How's the who's kind of the guys working as center, and how's that competition going?
Well, there's competition all across the room, first of all. But, we got Kobe Keenum at center. Cannon Boone's working some center. Brandon Smith's working center. So there's 4 or 5 guys in there that are going to be working at center trying to figure out the right combination.
He didn't get, he hadn't got as much pub as others have in his career, but, according to his teammates this spring, Cannon Boone had a pretty solid spring. Mm-hmm. Just what did you see from him?
I agree with his teammates. I mean, he really did. He had a really good winter and spring. Kind of stepped up as a leadership role in the room and was able to play multiple positions inside. He's one of the bigger guys who I like, and also, like I said, being able to play multiple positions has helped him being able to compete in the room for sure. So he definitely did. I'm excited to see him in the fall.
Speaking of that versatility, you got guys that can play tackle or guard too. One of those is Albert Reese. What are your plans for him? You didn't get the chance to see him in the spring, but what's your plans for him this year?
The first plan is get him healthy. That's my main thing with Albert right now is get him healthy, so see where he can help us out. You hit it on the head. He does have some good versatility for us. He's played multiple spots in this league, so he's going to be able to help us out in some form or fashion. I'm not sure where exactly right now, but the main thing is getting him healthy so we can see what he can do for us.
Do you expect him to be ready for the first practice?
I do. Yeah, I do. Yep.
You had a couple of young guys last year in Luke Work and Timothy Lewis who, on a normal circumstance, might have been able to redshirt, but they had to play last year. How much of a step forward can they take in their second year?
I mean, they already have. I mean, you look at the work that Timothy's put in, especially Timothy and him and Luke, both of them. The work they've put in over the winter and the spring just continue to get better, showing the natural progression coming from freshmen at this position, being forced to play a little bit earlier than maybe you'd like to, but the progression that they've shown has been great. So. Really looking forward to those guys getting them in camp and seeing how they're going to help us as well.
You got a chance to really cut your teeth in coaching last year. What did that year teach you as a coach, and what have you brought here from what you did at Colorado?
Well, I mean, I would say that that was my first time just having the title of having my own room, but I feel like I've been that kind of way at other places, before that. For me, it was just a chance to be able to, to have full control of the room and see how it goes from there. But for me personally, it wasn't too much of a change, honestly. It was fun. I had a great year down there with those guys, and I'm happy to be here now.
What are you kind of looking for as you evaluate this offensive line this month and trying to establish who those 5 guys or starting unit will be?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the leadership in the room. I think that'd be the one thing, and then also just the physicality. Who's going to be able to bring it every day? Who can we trust every single day? We need 5. Hopefully, we can get 6, 7, or 8 guys in there. I'm not scared to rotate guys up front. Something that I've been known to do in the past, and I'm looking forward to finding out who those guys are. So basically, coaches challenged all of us as a staff to find the leaders in our room. So I'm looking forward to being able to get that done here early in camp.
You mentioned bringing in those guys that you did in the spring portal, Blake Steen, Flapjack, some of those guys. What are your expectations of that group?
Same thing, basically just trying to figure out how they're going to be able to help us, where they're going to be able to help us at. Blake's played a lot of ball, obviously in a different conference, but he's played a lot of snaps, probably one of the most experienced guys in the group. And then you talk about like Zach, him coming in from there, hasn't played a lot, but I got familiarity with him from the other place, and so it's really about all these guys, man. Like you just said there, just trying to find out, who can help us, where they can help us, and how fast can they help us. So trying to find the first, 6, 7, 8 guys that are going to be able that we can count on. If it's more than that, great, but we got to get at least to there.
You spent a lot of time with Zach, and obviously a highly rated guy coming out of high school, and he's been to a couple different spots. You spent a lot of time with him. Like I said, what have you seen from him that you feel like he can really help you guys moving forward?
I mean, he has some versatility inside as well. I think he can play tackle eventually. He knows what he needs to do to be able to play tackle for me, but I think he has a chance to be able to play tackle at some point. Right now, I think he can help us out at either guard spot. You know, his size alone is a plus in this league. He's going to help us out when we face some of those bigger interior guys. And then also his you know his work ethic. You know, I've seen him. I worked with him over the last year, and he's a grinder, and he's going to grind. He's one of those guys who I'm going to count on to lead in the room as well.
How did that process work of you coming here from Colorado and joining Mississippi State?
It was, I mean, after the season, you know, I mean, obviously me and Coach Lady have a long history together. A lot of the guys here I've coached with in the past as well. So it was just, you know, after the season and everything went the way it went, and now I'm here. So
It's kind of the nature of the game now that positions, you know, year to year are going to have different guys who haven't played together before at a position group where it's maybe more important than any other. What goes into getting those guys gelling and, you know, firing on all cylinders from day one?
yeah, we just got to spend a lot of time together. You know, last year I took, you know, 6 guys out of the portal over there, and so I'm used to doing it a little bit, but I think you're exactly right as far as, you know, wanting guys to be able to gel together and looking forward to that, obviously, but the more time we spend together, the better. You know, just trying to get everybody on the same page and we're moving in the right direction, and we've been working towards that since they got here. So.
There's a lot of X's and O's, and obviously recruiting being a part of it. What would you say is your favorite part about being a coach?
Working with the guys, like just being around the guys every day, kind of gives me that feeling like I'm in the meeting room again, like I'm in the locker room, being around them, seeing them grow. My favorite part would probably be seeing them grow, seeing guys take the next step. You know, when you got a freshman coming in and you get to see him be a sophomore, junior, senior, whatever it may be, you know, and they call you and it's draft day, like that's pretty exciting. You know what I mean? Like talking to Tyler Guyton last year when he got drafted, and remembering the time that I spoke to him and his dad, you know, when he first got to where we were at, you know, that right there, it makes it all worth it for me. So that's my favorite part of it.